Yo-ho! Welcome back, traders and collectors. It's your favorite Poke Plumber. For today's Plumber's Pick of the Day, it's going to be, I know a lot of people are going to get angry, but anything with Destined Rivals inside. I will get deeper into that during the episode, but first things first. Ba-da-dun, ba-da-dun-dun-dun, ba-da-dun, ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Welcome back, traders and collectors. It's your favorite Poke Plumber, fleshing out the latest news and the hobby updates. Whether it's breaking leaks, rare finds, or market trends, I got the whole tools to keep your collection growing and your profits flowing. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Doing pretty well myself. I hope everyone had a good weekend. We have a bunch of snow out there here in Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm feeling a little bit better. Been taking some amoxicillin. Definitely have my voice back. But first things first is we have to do our giveaway. We are giving away not one, not two, 3 tins to 3 different people. Congratulations. So I guess we will start with the best tin. Congratulations to Jack PTL. You won the Mewtwo Team Rocket tin. Next, we're doing the Persian tin. That is Eric Prapper. Congratulations, Eric. And then last but not least, we are doing the Nidoking tin. Congratulations to Venom CTR. Congratulations to Venom CTR. All you guys have to do is shoot me a message or email me and claim your prize. And guess what, guys? We have 3 more tins left. So I now know a lot of people were divided. So the last, how am I going to do it? You know what? That was for the 3 people, and now 1 single person is going to win the rest of this case with 3 beautiful tins. I'll even send it in this beautiful case. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification, say it with me now, and enter your chance to win 3 Team Rocket tins. If it's free, it's for me. Guys, we know all this stuff just got reprinted. We know Destined Rivals just got reprinted. We got 144 count sleeves. We got booster bundles. We didn't get booster boxes. We got 3-pack blisters. We got a whole bunch of stuff. And then you got like the booster bundle display kits as well. Guys, I'm just going to tell you what I've been doing. Listen, another content creator, a big creator, I'm not going to say who it is, a couple big creators, we just bought a huge lot from the one, from the only, shout out to the Poke Hive, of 144 count blister cases. We bought booster bundle cases, and we cleared it out. I know you're saying, Nick, that's absolutely insane. Destined Rivals isn't even a year old yet. Okay? I'm only going to tell you guys what I'm doing. Guys, when you hear names such as Evolving Skies, Destined Rivals, 151, Prismatic, everybody's mind goes to, those are the top sets. Those are the sets that I want to collect. Those are the sets that are going to shoot up the most. It doesn't matter if you're buying Destined at $7 a pack. It doesn't matter if you're buying Destined at $9 a pack. And listen, I don't sell any Destined Rivals, so I'm not shilling it. It's just, this is what I'm doing. This is how much I believe in it. And guys, say in the short term, let's say they print more Destined Rivals, right? We just keep getting it. And let's say it drops to $5 a pack, $4 a pack. Am I going to get upset about it? No, I'm going to buy more of it. That's how confident I am with Destined Rivals. So usually we see a lot of booster box reprints, and that's what keeps the pack price down. However, with Destined Rivals, with the short amount of booster boxes out there, the booster boxes are high. So when booster boxes are selling at $500 a box, how much are single packs going to be? Like, think about that. If the booster boxes are higher this time, the pack price is only going to go up. I don't know what Pokemon's doing. In theory, everything in my heart felt like, you know what? This is just a hiccup. They're going to print booster boxes eventually. And, I really got the 151 ETB thing wrong, right? And that's what goes through my head the most. I couldn't believe that they didn't print 151 ETBs. We got collection boxes. We got bundles. And we just never got 151. And I don't think I'll ever get over that, because, guys, a couple years ago, I was talking to Nick about this. 2 Novembers ago, We were buying black and white base boxes at $1,000 a box. Now they're $8,500. You have some people asking crazy prices because to them, they'll never be able to get a box like that again. And that's warranted. I understand that, right? That box is very rare. After the last 4 or 5 sell off of eBay, yeah, then they're gone and it's pretty much make your own price. That's what everyone's doing with these vintage boxes now. It's make your own price. But we're not so far removed from when prices were way lower. And there's so many new people in here that they didn't get to experience that. They didn't get to see, you know, prices low. They didn't get to see $120 booster boxes. And I mean, there's a part of me that says, you know what, this is a long year. We saw this boom that happened last year. We could see some product hit MSRP, which everybody loves to say, right? But Pokemon's a beautiful game. You don't know if we're going to get MSRP product. You don't know if you're going to get Destined Rivals, right? Booster boxes. It's all a game. And that's what makes it so exciting. And you know what? I know Destined Rivals is a great set. A lot of people trash the Mewtwo. I'll never forget it. There's always something to complain about. But Garchomp's one of my favorite Pokemon. The Nidoking's an awesome card. Moltres, Ho-Oh. And it's like, I just don't feel like I can go wrong paying, you know, $7 a pack in the bundles and then $9 a pack in the 144 count sleeve blisters. And I'll go back to another story. I remember Evolving Skies. We were on our like 3rd reprint or maybe our 4th reprint, the final reprint. And I went and I bought booster box cases. And I remember I made a post on Instagram. I bought 2 cases and I paid $1,000 each. And I said, am I an idiot for buying these cases? And I had a whole bunch of people comment and say, you're an idiot. They're going to reprint it, right? You're an idiot. What are you doing? And then next thing you knew, then I went to $1,200 a case. Then I went to $2,000 a case. I don't think we're quite there yet because we're not even a year old with the set. In May, in a couple months, we'll talk about it and say, okay, what's going on? But I bought 144 count sleeves of Evolving Skies at $1,200 a case. Look where they are at now. I'm not looking at a year from now. I'm not looking at 2 years from now. I'm looking at 5 years down this road. And that's the thing. If you're really going to be here for 5 years, 10 years, God willing, it doesn't matter what you do with Destined Rivals. It doesn't matter what you do with Prismatic. It doesn't matter what you do with 151. It just doesn't matter. Those are your strong S tier sets. And the reason that I buy every set that comes out, because 1, I like to rip them and enjoy them. But 2, I like to diversify. I like to have 1 of everything, no matter what. 1 of everything. Sometimes 2 of everything. And I've been going back to 2 of everything since I started collecting. It was always buy 1 to keep sealed and buy 1 to rip. And I feel like so many people have that quick flip mentality. They want to buy it. They want it to 10x the next day. And it's more like the Gen Z mentality, right? That's the ones that get some of these older boxes and ask astronomical pricing, right? Because they want to buy it and they want a 10x, even though market prices are, you know, a fraction of what they're asking. I'm old-fashioned. I like this slow and steady, and nothing's going to change there. So when I see Destined Rival sleeve cases at $1,200 a case, I say, you know what? Screw it. Could they print more? Could it drop more? Yeah, of course. And if it does, I just buy more. I feel like everybody just overcomplicates everything. And you don't need to do that. You need to kind of slow down, stay in the moment, enjoy what's going on. I've just never seen this hobby. In the last year, everything's become so fast-paced. Like, guys, I'm from New Jersey, right? It's like the New York, New Jersey moves way faster than down south, right? If you order a drink, they're nice and slow, they're relaxed. Up here, it's go, 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 go. That's what they kind of did to the whole Pokemon hobby. They made it go, 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 right? You got to do it now. It has to happen now. It has to 10x now. What happened to just relaxing? Half these people couldn't handle a 10, 15-year CD, right? It's like, woosah, guys. Slow down. Everyone asks, how can I get a collection like that? What, do you think I can do that today? Can I do that? Can I do this? And it's like, guys, slow down. 1 step at a time. Save money, work hard, accumulate, you know, get rid of the lesser than things in your collection, and then put them into the better things. Guys, no matter what, your booster boxes are always going to be S tier. I've talked to a couple buddies and they're like, do you think they're phasing away booster boxes because the print runs keep getting smaller and smaller? Like, I don't know. I think that would be one of the Pokemon's worst mistakes that they ever make if they get rid of booster boxes. But booster box is always going to be S tier. Then you're going to have your ETBs. People love booster bundles now, so maybe booster bundles are up there. I like 144 count cases. I like 3-pack blisters, right? I personally like collection boxes, but there's all levels to this. And booster boxes will always maintain that most liquid, Pokemon S tier item that people know and love. We just all need to take a step back and stay in the moment. Right now, for all the people that are watching this, 151, focus on that. We got bamboozled with the Target hype and all that stuff. We didn't get the 151. We thought people were talking about mounds of 151 coming. It didn't happen. 151 is a lot older than Prismatic, right? Paldean Fates, way older than Prismatic. I still feel like we're going to have a lot more opportunities with Prismatic. Do I think it's an S tier item that's going to do very well in the future? Of course. But it's like 151, Paldean Fates. How much longer does that have? Destined Rivals. It's newer than Prismatic. I get that. But we've seen them print specialty sets over and over and over again. When do we really see main sets get printed to oblivion? Let me think. I'm going to think on that live. We had Evolving Skies printed to oblivion. Brilliant Stars printed to oblivion. Lost Origin a little bit. Silver Tempest a little bit. But not compared to what they did with Crown Zenith. Not compared to what they're doing with Prismatic. So yes, this reprint of Destined that's happening right now, or restock, whatever you want to call it, is going to drop pack prices, and this is going to be a good chance for you until the next reprint, restock, or whatever we have, if we have it. That's why I'm talking so much about Destined Rivals. And guys, all right, I have a question for many of you. Look at this. It's pretty neat. I was talking to Nick about this, PokeRev. Google Trends, right? I like to look at Google Trends and I type in, Pokemon cards. And then it'll show, different, like you could do like 5 years, 4 years, 6 months, 5 months, whatever the quantities are, right? You can look at like the scale and you'll see like Pokemon Go, and then you'll see like COVID. But like when COVID happened, you only saw a little bit of a dip. And now in 2025, you watch it start skyrocketing back up. And the Pokemon market is so strong, right? From COVID to now, right? So many people came and they stayed compared to what it was by Pokemon Go. And now you look at, I typed in Destined Rivals, and Destined Rivals is even higher than Pokemon cards, right? It's going straight up. And then I typed in Prismatic, and it goes up and then it curls a little bit. But out of everything I looked up, Destined Rivals was straight like that on the chart, that it's only inclining, that so many people are researching it, so many people are Googling it, etc. And I said, holy crap, what have other Team Rocket sets done in the past? Look at first edition Team Rocket. Look at where the price of that box is. Look at Team Rocket Returns, one of the best sets ever created in Pokemon history. It's a 200K box right now. Everybody knows and loves Team Rocket. Look where it is today, right? The whole setup of Team Rocket, Giovanni, it is S tier. You can't talk about Pokemon without talking about Team Rocket, right? Yeah, was it crappy? Jesse James, they weren't in there. Yeah, but if you want to get to them, open some Hidden Fates, right? But Team Rocket is just that aura, and Team Rocket is going to age super well. We all love the evolutions. That's your Prismatic. 151, there's your Kanto region. We got 3 of some of the best sets that we've gotten in the last 10 years. When you talk best sets, it's Team Up, Cosmic, Evolving, 151, Paldean Fates, and Destined Rivals. And I'm pretty sure for once in our lives, we can all agree on that. It's a no-brainer. And what's everybody going to be talking about in 5 years? Those sets, and hopefully we get a couple more that are just as cool, if not better, than those sets. Makes you think. It makes you think. I had to put it into perspective because I hear so many negative things. It's just back and forth. It's a battle within. I go through it too, right? I go through the FOMO. But guys, I'm not selling any booster box cases, and I can't get any more booster box cases. They're freaking $3,000 now, right? Let me just buy packs and let me see what happens, right? Let me buy these 144 count sleeve blisters and put them with my Evolving Skies sleeve blisters, and we'll check back, Cosmic Eclipse blisters. I'll put them with those cases. Like, it just has that premium, and it makes sense to me. Whew, that was a long rant. I do have to talk a little bit about the Logan Paul situation and Golden and how they reslabbed everything. I really wanted to touch on this. So, I was looking at the new picture of it in the slab, right? And I talked to a Golden Insider, you know, someone that works there. I don't want to say, I don't know if they can get in trouble. I would give them a shout out, but I don't know if I should. And he said the reason that they recased that slab, right? This is just quotes. The reason they recased that slab, because it was so beat up. The slab was beat up from Logan Paul, you know, bringing it around the world, you know, wrestling matches, you name it, showing it to everybody. It had a lot of damage and wear and tear on the PSA slab itself. So I did understand that. But when I look at pictures, I'm like, wow, the card kind of looks better than what it did. It scares me a little bit, but as like a collector, right? This is speaking from the heart as a collector. Let's say I had millions and millions of dollars to bid on that card. I would if I was a Logan Paul fan, if I was a whole story fan, I would want it in that exact slab because it tells so much more of a story, right? That might be the reason that people are bidding on it. So I think they should have recased it, reslabbed it prior to this whole, you know, the beginning of the auction. I think everybody should have got paid out from Liquid Marketplace before this whole auction, right? Because I had time to really think about this. And I heard that people got paid out, but they can't take the money out, which isn't right. Are they waiting for this to sell and then put the money in there so they can take it out? I have more questions than I do answers. But now I've heard stories in the past. My buddy Albert had a Gold Star PSA 10 Rayquaza, and the guy and him made a deal, but he said, I'm only buying this slab at this price if it gets recased. PSA looks at it and says, okay, it's a 10, and then puts it back in the case. So if you've been in this hobby for, you know, I guess older than 6 certs, 4 or 5 certs. If you've been here for 4 or 5 certs and older, PSA used to give you 3 spots of contact, right? You could have 3 issues with the card. It could be a little bit of centering, a white edge, and a white corner, and it would still hit a 10. Heck, I've seen cards in the back in the day in 2 certs have a crease and hit a 10. So for everyone saying, that's not a 10, that's not a 10. Guys, I've seen way worse 10s than that. Heck, I've seen PSA 9s that should be PSA 7s. A lot of people are nitpicking because times are different and they're in this hobby now, the newer people, and they expect perfection. That's why people send the PSA 3 or 4 times to try to hit that 10, because nothing is perfect. So I do understand where the people are coming from, but they have to remember that you're allowed to have a couple issues with the card. Now, I was looking at the new slab and how it looks. And it looks way better than the old slab did. And I don't know if it's because the old slab made those edges look that bad or if it was retouched a little bit, right? I'm just being honest. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. So I'm conflicted. I think there's a lot of baggage with this card. I do think the card's amazing. It's a 1-of-1. It's an Illustrator rare. I could only dream of owning one of those, right? I'd have to sell all my collection and maybe more to get some, I mean, maybe a lower grade I can get, but like a PSA 10, you know, damn near impossible. So the card is cool, but it has a lot of baggage. I feel like a lot has happened. Logan Paul has kind of, you know, he has like a black cloud around him. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people dislike him. That's what happens when you don't do the right thing. That's what happens when you scam people. But like I said, everybody's welcome to the hobby as long as they do the right thing, right? Who am I? Who are you to tell anyone they're not welcome here? I just feel like there's too many. I just feel like there's too many negative things that have happened with this card to make it feel good, right? Everything just wasn't done right. In theory, those shares, right, when he bought all those shares back, they should have been paid out. Then, when you're gonna sell a card like this to Golden, you sell the card to Golden, right? You get your little $2-point-something million, and then they re-slab it, put it in the case, and then they put it up for auction. You can't just put it up for auction after people already bidded on it. And it's tainted. And it sucks because like Golden, they are legit, right? They are legit. Logan Paul has a very shady past. So yes, whatever Pokemon collector buys it, in the grand scheme of things, if he's going to spend $10 million on a card, it doesn't care about money. It's just about the homage, about what it is, the story behind the card. I just think that it's not good. That's it. That's all I have to say. I'm not a fan of the situation. I'm not a fan of everything surrounding this. And I wish there was more positivity to it. With all the negative light, it brings so many magnifying glasses to the hobby, and the negative light, because all I see on my YouTube feed is Logan Paul, scammer, 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 and it's just surrounding Pokemon and negativity, when this should be blossoming Pokemon into positivity. And that's what sucks, because this should be a monumental moment in Pokemon history, but instead it's attracting so much negativity. And you know what? At the end of the day, unfortunately, negativity sells, but this is just where we're at. I don't know, guys. It sucks. It sucks, because we should all be celebrating. The hobby's only going up. The 30th anniversary is happening. Things are crazy, exciting, but it's like it's tainted, and it's a little crummy. But the hobby's still in a very good place. The hobby's in a strong place. Just remember, only a couple years ago, prices were a fraction of what they are today. Remember what happened in COVID when everything tanked. Remember what happened with comics when you had, $1 million comic or a $250,000 comic literally dropped down to $60,000. Just remember that is always a thing, right? Remember that is always a thing, and make sure you have a game plan for the future. For everyone's favorite segment of the day, Pokemon pronunciation of the day. Ow. Schmear, goal. Schmear, goal. It draws symbols with the fluid that oozes from the tip of its tail. Depending on the symbol, Schmear, goal, fanatics will pay big money for them. Schmear, goal. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys are the very best.